Well, happy Friday and happy Valentine's Day to you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, either of self-love, spending time with a partner, going out with friends, having a Galentine's Day, whatever you do today. Just enjoy it and have a wonderful day. But for today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about one of my secret true loves in life. Not my husband, not my dogs, but bread. I love carbs. I love bread. And it's very hard for me having PCOS and like trying to, I guess, trim down and get my blood sugar all together with PCOS. I've had to give up bread. It's very sad. It's a very depressing day for me. I love it so much, and I basically treat myself to a nice croissant every 2 weeks, but I thought to cope and to have something cute for this month and for Valentine's Day, we could design some bread monsters. So I had this idea for a little while, and I wanted to make it for a sticker sheet for Patreon, so come along with me as we design a couple of little cute little bread monsters. Let's jump into sketching, and let's make this sticker sheet. So I'm starting the recording a little late. I forgot to hit record right off the bat when I was drawing these, but we'll just jump right into the explanation. So for this first one, I thought it'd be really cute to do a challah bread for like a gecko lizard type of creature. I just wanted to use the like, what do you call it? I guess it's not like the plating. That's a different thing. I guess the braiding of the bread, you know, like just it's different little, I don't know, they almost look like little dinner rolls all put together when you see a really well braided challah bread. It's really cute. I love this type of bread. And so I really wanted to use that for sure for a creature. So I started with this one right out the gate because I thought this would be the perfect one to kind of warm up with, to start with. And then I will explore some more of the, I guess, advanced breads for the rest of the sticker sheet. So I first went in and kind of basically plotted out where I wanted the darker, like more, I don't know, it's not really more baked bread, but I guess the more charred bread, I don't know, more colored bread to be compared to the lighter, I guess, inside bread. As you can tell, I am not a baker. I don't know any of these terms. So I wanted to start by plotting that out and then kind of messing with the transition between like the darker shades of the bread into the lighter shades. And then I had to make it look like it had a wonderful like sheen to it. Cause I just imagine like, I think it's like an egg wash that you put on the bread to make it look shiny and delicious. Again, as you can see, I don't bake a lot of bread. I think the only bread I bake is focaccia, and it's very rare nowadays. But I'm trying. So we finished this challah bread lizard, and I basically made a merged version and put it to the side so then I could jump in and do the next creature without it being in the way. And so I for sure wanted to do a dragon. And as I was chatting with the Twitch chat, I was like, oh my gosh, what if we did a tortilla? And we looked at a couple of different lizards for like inspiration, but I'm like, man, just a good old classic like wyvern dragon that's like a cute little chibi like tortilla type of guy I thought would be really cute. This one was interesting because this is, you know, it is still technically a cooked bread, but it's not the same as like a bread roll. So I thought this one was really fun to like learn from on how to render this more type of like flatbread, lighter bread situation. At first I did go in and I started with the lighter color, but then I looked at the tortilla closer and it's more of like a darker, I guess, I don't know, grayish brown on the bottom. And then as it gets cooked, probably because the raw dough is changing into cooked dough, it gets into that lighter tannish color. And then you get those kind of more roasty oranges and browns as bits of it cook more and get burnt. So I actually worked a little more backwards than I had originally anticipated, because I was going to do that more like light tan color over the whole thing and then put in the darker areas, both like the I guess darker tan and then the orange and browns, but I ended up not really liking working that way. It just didn't look very natural. So after observing my little reference image of tortillas, I'm like, wait, let's do it this way. And it worked out great. So I honestly, doing these little random challenges helps me learn so much, because now I'm like, okay, I know how to render generally regular bread. I like how I paint it. I could use some improvement in different ways, but I still like it. But I've never done like a flatbread or a tortilla. And I'm like, this is perfect, perfect practice. And it's a cute little dragon. And I think he is adorable. And then I went through and I did some highlights and shading just to give it a little bit more shape and body. And then I basically did the same thing. I duplicated it, merged it, and added it to the overall page. But then I ended up hiding them because I didn't have enough room to work on this next one, because this one needed a lot of room. So while I was live on Twitch, I had a wonderful suggestion come in about using like a hermit crab. And then I expanded from there and I'm like, oh my God, what if we did like a hermit crab coming out of a pastry type of thing? And the Twitch chat also recommended a pain au chocolat earlier in the chat. And I'm like, oh my God, let's do that. Let's make a hermit crab pain au chocolat. And I thought it turned out adorable. This one was the most challenging, but the most rewarding for me, just because it was so outside of like what I had initially like envisioned for this sticker sheet with how I was going to make the bread monsters. And this one, I guess it more highlighted the original bread shape of the croissant shape and having the little bit of chocolate, and then trying to figure out how to make it look like the hermit crab is coming out of the other little chocolate area and still make it look like a shell. And I think it turned out really good. And again, this one was a good practice in a different way of rendering. Like I said, I've done a couple of different like croissants and bread doughs and things. But this one, because you can see so much of the layers like to the side, it's a little bit different than how I've painted other croissants and things. And then it has like the nice crispy, darker top to it. So it was interesting to observe and learn exactly how to render and paint it. But I think it turned out really good. I feel like that was a very good exercise and practice for this one. And then on the flip side, for the hermit crab, I wanted it to look like it was basically like shiny, beautiful chocolate. So he was really fun to paint and draw to be just this little shiny bit of chocolate. And I thought it would be really cute for him to be like holding something, and the chat all agreed that it would be adorable if it was a little strawberry. And I'm like, this is perfect. And then it ended up just feeling so like Valentine's-y, just adding our little pain au chocolat hermit crab with his little strawberry. It just ended up fitting the theme so well. And then I sketch in a couple of other background elements. I forgot to record them, so you'll see them here at the end, but at least you'll get to see the little sketches of them. I did a little chocolate bar, a strawberry, and then a piece of toast, because I was like, I want to do a piece of toast with butter and see how I can paint it. And there we have it. We have our cute little bread monsters. I had a lot of fun designing these. Thank you for those who joined me over on Twitch while I was drawing these live and helping me get a couple of different ideas. I especially love our pain au chocolat little hermit crab. I love it so much. He's so cute. I wish I could make like a little plushie of it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when I want to expand a plushie collection of some monsters, he'll be in there. And then I had a friend actually poke me and tell me I should make another follow-up video where I make the tortilla dragon, but like out of real tortillas. So if you want to see that, let me know. But I'm a little intimidated by that and the food waste, you know. So maybe if I find some stale ones or some expired ones, then we could make a tortilla dragon. So if you'd like to grab the sticker sheet of our little bread monsters, you can join my mail club over on my Patreon. I'll also take this moment to thank my current patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and my art business. So again, this month we get the bread stickers. We also have this dulling the dread with bread, because this is what a lot of us are feeling in the United States. So you can get this sticker plus the sticker sheet. And then we also have the Kieran food with a little bit of sourdough as our month's print. So if you want to grab any of these goodies, you can join the Patreon before the end of February, and I will ship them out at the beginning of March. So thank you again for tuning in and tagging along as I designed these little bread monsters. I thought it was really fun. I still really like doing foodimals. Like, some of them are easier than others, and it's just kind of fun to combine like the food animal aspect, you know. They're just cute. They end up being cute little dudes. So I'd really appreciate it too if you like, comment, share, subscribe, the whole thing that every influencer says nowadays, to help me make this business, you know, do its thing. And like, everything counts. Like, every like, every view, anytime you share this with your friends, it really helps me out, and it helps grow the channel and make me being a full-time artist even more viable, you know? So I really appreciate your guys' support. But either way, thank you guys again, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Bye, everybody.